I may have to rotate them between day and night, because the people who can do a day call and not a night call, and the people who can do a night call and not a day call. And like I said, we'll do every other week, but I'll record them and I'll post them so that if you do miss a call, you'll be able to hear what we talked about. But tonight I wanted to just kind of go over the power hour and the daily activities. I just posted that in our group, our coach group, and those are the activities to do each day to build your business. Those are still the activities that I do every single day to build my business. Those are the things that are going to get you to get your business moving forward. So I'm gonna, there we go. And it's the power hour and the 10 things I do daily. And this business can seriously be built on an hour a day. So if you guys will print that out and that just use that as your as your to-dos every day, that will guarantee forward movement in your business. Just real quick, the power hour. Let's see, I'm on mute.
Turn my cell phone off.
Yeah, that's okay. I can make you leave, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, it's nothing, but I guess it's one that froze.
Let's see. I don't know. Trying to figure out which one.
I'm trying to log myself out.
All right, so the one at the bottom is the one that needs to leave, or the one at the, well, you're in a different spot than me.
That's moving now?
The one that's moving, the one that's unmuted, you want that one gone?
Yeah. Please.
There you go. All right. So anyway, the power hour, I'm just going to go over it real quick, is add new people to your network every day. This is really important because I know we all have that fear of, you don't want to, I don't want to post too much and alienate my, the people who see my posts. I don't want them to think I'm posting too much, or I don't want to bombard them or whatever. But the thing is we post each day to add value. We're not trying to sell these people products. All we're doing is sharing our journey and inviting them to join us. So by posting your journey every day on your Facebook and sharing what you're doing and inviting people to join you, you're adding value to these people's lives. Other ways to add value is, sharing your recipes, talking about your food. If there's things that you're really good at that you can share on your Facebook to add value to people's lives that doesn't have to be health and fitness related, post about those things, share those things, give people a reason to come to your page. If you are, like, I post a lot about my personal development and how I've changed, and positive affirmations and positive living and things like that, and people come to my page to see those posts now, and they come to my page for recipes, and they come to my page because I add value each day, and it's not just my fitness all the time. But anyway, adding 3 to 5 people. I'm gonna screen share this. There we go. So now y'all can all see it too. Anyway, adding 3 to 5 people or 2 to 5 people to your network every day gets, what you're putting out there to more people. And the more you post and the more people that see it, the more people that will like it, and the more it will get shown in news feeds. Again, there's a thing called Facebook affinity. And what it is the more likes and comments that you get on a post, the more that post is going to show up in more people's feeds. So especially when you're a new coach or you don't have a big Facebook following, adding people to your network is imperative. You want to have more than 1,000 friends. Add coaches from, friends, the other coaches in Inspired Belief and DFG. Basically everybody that you meet from here on out is your new Facebook friends. People that you work with, people that your husband went to school with, people that, you went to school with, old coworkers, things like that. All of those people, add them to your Facebook so that they can see the value that you're adding to your page. The whole point of this deal is to help people, and you never know who needs it. So even if you think it's like, I don't think she'd be into this or she's not in my market, it doesn't matter. Add them to your Facebook because they're going to like and comment on your stuff, and it will get more people seeing it. And that will attract the people that you do want in your business and the people who are interested in it. And then return all messages. That's a given. Connect and interact with at least 3 people on your Facebook per day. That also helps your affinity. The more that you comment and like on other people's things, the more that they're going to see your things. So the people that you do want involved in this business with you, the people that you want to be your coach, want to be your challengers, interact with them, like and comment on their stuff so that they will see your stuff more often, and be genuine in it. Muting everybody. There we go. Be genuine in your interactions. If you really like their post, or if what they have to say, is really something that you're interested in, talk about it, comment on it. Commenting on their stuff is better than liking. Talk about their children, whatever their posts are. But so those are the people that that you want to bring into this business. So the more you interact with them, the more they're going to see your stuff. Invite to your upcoming challenge groups. This can be personal invites. These can be public invites. However you want to do it, you want to always be inviting to a challenge group. And some of you guys aren't running challenge groups yet. That's okay. If you only have 1 or 2 people, you can run your own challenge group. You can put them into mine. However, running your own challenge groups when you're ready does give you more credibility as a coach rather than just putting them into my group, because then I'm running that group, I'm the coach, and it gives me more credibility. But if you are their coach, you've invited them in, you're going to be the one leading them. So once you get a couple of people and you're ready to go, invite them to your own challenge group. Create your own challenge groups. There are guides in the files of Inspired Belief that give you daily posts each day. You can, there's several different ways that you can do it. You can do the way we do it in our group, how everybody just posts and shares. And sometimes I do assignments. And then there's the preseason stuff that's done in the welcome letter. There's different ways to run groups, but there are guides, so you don't have to come up with something every day, and you don't have to it's just something that you can copy and paste until you're ready to start doing your own things. Follow up with your contact list. Creating a contact list early in your business is huge. It's something that I did not do, and now that I wish that I would have. Make a list of everybody you know. Every person that you could possibly think of, everybody that you've ever known, everybody. The chick that does your nails, the girl that checks you out at the grocery store every time you go. All of those people. Create a contact list. You want to, of course, be friends with them on Facebook so that they see your stuff, or whatever social media platform you're using, Instagram, whatever. You want to make sure that you have interaction with them. And then each time that you speak to them about the possibility of this business, write down their goals, the business or a challenge group. Write down their goals. Write down if they said no, why they said no. Write down any information so that when you follow up with them, or when they come back to you, or when you invite them again, you'll have that information to go off of. Say a couple of months goes by and she couldn't afford it back in January, but now here we are, April going into May. Hey, we spoke back in January and you didn't have the money then, or this was going on. I wanted to let you know I'm doing a new group, and I wanted to see if maybe you were in a better place financially, or, the program that you wanted wasn't on sale then, but it's on sale now. You'll have that information to draw from. There are different things that you can use. There's different avenues that you can use. I'm a pen and paper person, but having notebooks and notebooks full of list of people has become extremely overwhelming and quite daunting. So if you can use an electronic system like Streak, or Stephanie, help me, what's the other one? Asana. There's another one. There's all kinds of
I don't know the other one. I was going to say Asana.
You're going to say Asana? Yeah, but Google Streak and Asana are two really good ones. Teamsy is another one that you can list all these people out, and it keeps files for you so that you can just refer back to them electronically, and it's not, a bunch of handwritten notes. And then that way you know where you are with everybody in every conversation, and you're not just having to scroll back through old messages, and you can remember, what you talked to them about. So keeping a contact list and following up with the people on that list is going to be something very crucial. And especially for you guys who are brand new getting into this, if you can go ahead and start that now, do it, because it will become overwhelming once you're further along in the business and the more people you talk to. It's easy to forget people. Track your progress. That's also something that I did not do in the beginning of the business. Tracking your daily activities is the best way to, at the end of the week, when maybe you didn't hit your goal, or you didn't hit Success Club, or whatever it is, you can go back and look at the stuff that you actually did, and you'll see where you need to step it up each week in order to hit that goal. There is a business activity tracker in the files of both Inspired Belief and our personal coach group. I just uploaded a new one that Miranda Manza uses that's a daily activity tracker, and it's it has a place where you can check off, did you do your personal development, did you do an invite, did you post on Facebook, did you drink your Shakeology, did you do your workout, and then it has how many people did you invite to your challenge group, how many people did you invite to the business opportunity, all of those daily activities that come from this Power Hour list and from the 10 things I do daily list. So that's it. That's your Power Hour. So 1 hour each day, dedicated time, sit down and do those 6 things, and your business is guaranteed to move forward. I promise. And then the 10 things that I do daily also brings in the 3 vital behaviors, which are, be a product of the product, personal development, invite. Some of the things are duplicate, in your Power Hour, and 10 things that you do daily. And if you do them in your Power Hour, then great, they're checked off. And then you have the other things to do the rest of the day. So listen to your personal development. Personal development is huge. I say this all the time. It is the turning point that keeps you going when people are saying no, or you think that they're going to buy and they don't buy, or somebody makes some snide remark on your post, or nobody likes your post at all. All of those things are really hard to deal with personally. And it's hard to keep those negative thoughts of I'm not doing a good job, I'm failing, I'm this, I'm that, out of your head. Personal development is the one thing that keeps your cup filled, that allows you to keep pushing and keep going for the goals that you have and want in this business. Personal development is also key in helping you move forward in your fitness business. I know that there were or your fitness journey. There were several times that I felt defeated, and personal development was the only thing that kept me in this and going. So if you do not have a personal development book or audio or something, I urge you, please, 10 minutes or 10 pages a day. There is a file in Inspired Belief that has a list of books and audios that you can choose from. It's The Slight Edge is amazing. The Compound Effect is very similar to it. Those are great starter books. It helps you see how your actions each day, compounded over time, move you forward. And if you're not doing those actions, you're moving backwards. So it's a great beginner's book. But, even if you choose something, anything, do some kind of personal development every day. Return all emails, check into the groups, be in the groups, be active in the groups. Of course, be active in your fitness group, but then active in the coach groups too. Answer other people's questions, ask questions, read through there, and see what all's going on in the coach group, because you're always going to learn something. Do your follow-ups. We talked about that a little while ago with the contact list. That's how you're going to keep bringing people in, is by following up on those old conversations. See, it says working from a list and a notebook, but that's that's old school. If you can do it electronically, that's a lot better. Do at least 2 exposures a day. That's just talking to people either through an online source or face-to-face. The lady picking out produce at the grocery store, the mom at the park playing with her kid, whatever, just say hi to people, and then talk and get to know people. If you can do 2 exposures a day, that is fantastic, which I know a lot of us don't get a lot of outside time. But if you are a parent and you go to practices and there's other parents there, or if you, I don't know, wherever it is that you go, the lady sitting next to you getting the pedicure, put your phone down, look at her and say hi, and then talk the entire time. Get to know her, get to know your story, and then before you leave, hey, are you on Facebook? Let's be Facebook friends. So 2 exposures a day if you can. You can also do exposures through social media. You can reach out to people and, hey, I see you're into this, I'm into this too. Start a conversation that way. Be a product of the product. This is a no-brainer. Do your workout, drink a shake. That's it. Super easy. We love our workouts. We love our shakes. That's the easiest one there is to do. Check the Coach online office, the breaking news for new customer leads. Learn a little bit more about what there is. We don't do this often enough. I know that I don't do it often enough. There's so much going on in that back office that just spending a few minutes each day, clicking on tabs, reading little things, especially the breaking news, you'll learn so much about your business and how to navigate that office just by getting in there and moving things around and clicking and looking and doing. So each day, check into that. Listen to team calls, the national wake-up calls, any of the Bombshell Dynasty calls, the DFG calls. There are old team calls that we've done. There's files that have them all listed. All of the old national wake-up calls are in an archive in the online office. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember exactly sure where, but I'll navigate through there and find them. There's podcasts. I mean, there's all kinds of things that I think there's a Beach Party podcast that has all of the national wake up calls on there. But anyway, going back and listening to those calls, there's so much valuable information. Every Monday they do the national wake up call, and it's at 10 a.m. and I know, or 10 a.m. our time, Alabama time, Central, whatever. I know that a lot of people are at work and they miss those calls, but you can always go back and listen to them. This company wants us to thrive and move forward and be successful. And so they find the people who are really successful and they bring them on and they tell you what they're doing in their business that makes them successful. So you don't have to go out and recreate the wheel. The people who are successful are telling you exactly what they've done in these calls. And so just listening to them, there's so much that you can learn from these people that are making incredible money and changing so many lives. Also, the YouTube channels. Some of the top coaches have amazing YouTube channels. Lindsay Matway, Scotty Hobbs, Brittany Leggett, all of them. They have so many videos out there. My sister, Lindsay Stay, that you can go to their YouTube channels and you can watch videos after videos after videos of information on how to learn and work this business. Check into the team page. I touched on that a little bit. Engage with people, answer questions. You'll learn a lot there. If you would like to be added into DFG, Destined for Greatness, let me know. I will add you in there. I do not add my personally sponsored coaches to that group because it's 2,000 plus people. So it moves extremely fast and it's a lot of information. I try and pull all of the pertinent information out of there and post it into our group anyway. But if you'd like to be in that group, you are more than welcome to be in there, and I'm happy to add you. This is another really good one. Call and text one person randomly to encourage them each day. You can set a timer on your phone, and whenever it goes off that just says encourage someone, send anybody, grandma, aunt, uncle, old coworker, whatever. Just how are you? Thinking about you. You're really awesome. I appreciate who you are. Text. I like when I get them. My sister and some of the other coaches in DFG do that, and I know that when I'm getting them, because it's just a random text that says, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. And it does. It feels good to get those messages. So doing that, just a random act of kindness, text or call each day is really good for the soul. And it's good for the other person, of course. And then this is the most important: post inspirational and engaging things on your Facebook 3 to 5 times a day. I know 3 to 5 times a day can seem daunting, but honestly, we have 3 things we have to do in our business each day. We do our product of the product, where we can share about our workout. We all do that. We drink Shakeology. We can share about that. We read personal development. We can share about that. Invite into your challenge groups. You can do about that. So that's 4 things right there already. And then not to mention all the other amazing things that you do in your life. Those are all things that you can share on your Facebook that gets people engaged in your page and following you and interested in what you're doing. It's been said that it takes people 8 times of seeing something before they're ready to do it. So if you think you're sharing too much, you're not. Share it more, because not everybody in your friends list sees what you're posting. So the more value that you can add to people's lives, the more positive light that you can put out there, the more, the better. So, all right. So now that I went through that entire list, I'm going to stop screen sharing. We can open it up, and if you guys have questions or comments or anything that you want to add or ask or whatever, floor is open and you can certainly do so. Don't we, Sha? I know that was a lot of information I just dumped on you, but
Okay. Hello.
go ahead.
Okay. You said the little electronic filing thing on the. Did you say Tinsy or Tinsy or something?
It's Teamzy,
Teamzy?
Teamzy. I believe is how it's spelled, Teamzy. And then Google Streak, Streak, is another really good one. And then Asana, Asana, Steph, Asana. And you can just fool with them and see which one you like the best and which one is the most user friendly for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have to start deleting stuff on my phone because my memory's starting to run out.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with, who you've talked to, who said no, and then, the messages get piled on top of each other and then they're gone. So if you have that contact list to work from, and then, to keep up with, what they've said and what you said and where they are in their life, it makes it so much easier. And then you constantly have this running list of people to reach out to each month. And every no is a not right now. Every single time. Go ahead.
See, and that's the thing too. Like I've been posting pictures of the shakes and stuff, saying, "Oh, this is so marvelous with my peanut butter and all that." And like I thought today, I was like, somebody's gonna get mad at me, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's so freaking annoying." And like that lady Lisa, she messaged me and asked me about it. So I guess she's thinking about it. So I'm hoping something will happen soon. It's just I get antsy, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and
yes, me.
Yeah.
So.
But just know that for every person that you feel is annoyed, or every person who makes the comment about, you posting or whatever, there are 5 people sitting at their computer looking at it, wanting it, but are too afraid to say anything. The people who, down us for what we do are always a lot more vocal than the people who appreciate what we do. So just know that people are watching, know that people are interested, but it's going to take a minute. It took me.
Courtney annoyed me, and I'm a coach now.
Mm-hmm. It took her a year from the time she first contacted me to, took her a year from the first time she first contacted me about, what is this Beachbody stuff? A whole year. And every month I would invite her to a challenge group and she would give me some excuse on why. And then she finally decided she was ready. And now she's one of my top performing coaches. So you never know. Me, I told my sister no for over a year. I was like, I want nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. And now I'm one of her top performing coaches. So, you never know what's going to happen in people's lives and what's going to change for them. And then become interested in this, even, the challenge group, the business, whatever. So just keep sharing, keep posting. And then, other things that a lot of the coaches say to choose your top 5. I don't really have 5 things that I post about, but if I had to narrow it down, family, of course, because I post about my family, fitness, food, belief in yourself. I don't really have a 5th. But those are the things that when you come to my page, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see me talking about my health and fitness. You're going to see me talking about my family. You're going to see me talking about believing in myself and how I've changed through personal development. And that's it. Those are my core things. So, take some time, figure out what it is that you have in your life that you want to share about. And those will be the things that you can post. And I know that list doesn't say anything about Success Club, but those are the action steps to get you Success Club. But I will say that the driving force in this business is Success Club. Success Club guarantees you income and it guarantees you business growth because you're constantly bringing in new people. And it's not, we push Success Club points, but not necessarily for the points, but because of the people. the points represent a life change because you're connecting those people with the tools for change. And I know that people, want to just get the program and not Shakeology, or just want to do this or just want to do that. But I mean, you all do both because it's working. It works for you. Shakeology makes you feel good. It gives you those benefits. Your workout gives you something to do every day that's guaranteeing you results. Why would you not want them to have that too? So it's not necessarily about the points. It's about giving them the tools to create real change. And yes, they can do the program without Shakeology, but why would you not drink Shakeology? Because it helps. It helps your body to function the way it's supposed to function. And yes, it's expensive, but it's for everything that they're getting with it, it's totally worth it. And you guys know that because you pay your money on it every month and you drink it every day. So really pushing, for lack of a better word, pushing people to get both, to at least try both, guarantees them the tools and you the Success Club, the points towards Success Club. So, and I know I can remember in the beginning saying it's so hard to get Success Club. It's so hard to get, people to do both. But it was when I decided that it wasn't hard anymore and that was what I needed for my business. It stopped being hard, and the people that wanted it really came because my mind changed about it. And so I was able to talk about it with more confidence. I was able to invite people and get people. I was able to sell a challenge pack with more confidence because I knew that it wasn't just me trying to sell them something. It wasn't for points. It was because these are the two things that changed my life. And if you want real change, these are the two things you need. So just pushing every month, 3 people with a challenge pack every month will move your business forward so much. Any questions about anything? Anything you want to know? Like, I know that you, Jen, and Casey, you guys are like super new. Anything that you're lost on, or anything that you want to question that anything? I mean, I want us to be able to like openly talk and say, if there's something that's like, I don't like this, or I want to know this, or I don't understand how this works, or what I'm doing, or what I need to be doing. This is your time to throw that out there.
Whenever whoever you first started, did you always get like, oh, you're doing awesome on your diet? Like, how do you tell somebody this isn't? I know it's a lifestyle change, but at first people don't understand that. They think it's like temporary. Oh, it's just my little fad diet, but this stuff is like really working for me. Like I said, quit smoking, so I spend my money towards cigarettes to my shakes now, like I would have bought, and my Monsters every morning. I mean, it's stopped me from smoking. Like, I exercise every morning. It gives me something to do positive instead of like smoking my life away. It's a lifestyle change, and I want people to know that. How do you make it like not, because sometimes it gets annoying when I come to work every morning. They're like, "Oh, you're doing awesome on your diet," blah blah blah. Does that make sense?
Yes. I used to make posts about the word diet itself. That society has ruined that word, because now when you hear the word diet, you immediately think, oh, I'm on a diet. Well, 21-Day Fix and, what the meal plans that come with the programs are not a diet. I had what I was going to say, and I kept rambling and I lost it. But you're not on a diet, you have a diet. Because all your diet is the things that you consume. The foods that you consume make up your diet. So you can have a poor diet or you can have a healthy diet, and you are choosing to have a healthy diet. And so by saying that a lot, like whenever you make a post about your food or your meals or whatever, or whenever you're making a post, then you can say that, and you can say it to them at work. I'm not on a diet, but I now have a healthy diet, to where before my diet consisted of blah blah blah, whatever you had. I said that a lot. And the lifestyle change, using lifestyle change. But I think that's kind of even getting its own connotation, and society's kind of changing that too. But yeah, just talking about how, you are not on a diet. You just now have a diet, have a healthy diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, people, they immediately want to pull you down. It's called the crab effect. Anytime people see other people doing well, their immediate response is to pull them down, because it's easier to be okay with their shortcomings if no one else is succeeding. And it's really sad that it's that way, but it is. But if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket and one of them tries to climb out, the others will grab it and pull it back down. Instead of all the crabs getting behind it and pushing it up to get it out, they all immediately start grabbing them and pulling them down. It's really crazy. But I read a whole book about it, but it's called the crab effect, and that's the way our society is built now. So instead of people supporting you and being excited and lifting you up and trying to help you, their immediate response is to buy a cheeseburger and eat it in front of you, make a comment about how your food doesn't look good, or whatever. They want to pull you down because it's harder to push out of the norm than it is to stay there. It's harder to push yourself to do something better for yourself than it is to just stay complacent. But just know that with every comment that somebody makes, that's the reflection of their poor decisions, the reflection of themselves, and not, how they think about you or whatever. Does that make sense? I'm getting all messed up on my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reiterating all the time. You'll see me, I make kind of the same post over and over and over, because not everybody in my news feed sees what I post every time. But then also I'm adding new people to my market every day, so they haven't seen the post that I've made. So, and then also, people need to see it over and over and over. And there's another saying, the people that care don't matter, and the people that matter don't care. The people that you want in this with you, and the people who love you and support you, they don't care how many fitness posts you make or how many food posts you make. They want to see you succeed. They love you. But the people who are all negative about it, they have their own issues and they're just not ready for it. And they can either, unfriend you, or you can unfriend them or unfollow them, whatever. But just know that the people who care don't matter, and the people that matter don't care. So just constantly sharing to combat people's objections. All of the things that maybe you thought about it in the beginning before you signed on, because I know I thought Shakeology was a stupid name. I thought it was expensive. I thought, I thought this whole business was a joke. I laughed at my sister for forever. And now I talk about that all the time, because those are the objections that I get. It's too expensive, or I don't do those MLMs, that pyramid scheme, or whatever the objections are. The more you talk about the things that you objected to, or the things that you were afraid of or thought about it, and now that you see are different, you can constantly talk about those objections. And so when people read your post, it speaks to them, because those are the same things that they're thinking. So any negative things that people post on, in your comments or whatever, turn that into another post. Use it against them. Use their objections against them. So, well, all right. Gosh, we've already been on for 40 minutes. That's crazy. All right. Well, anything else? I just really want everyone to focus on
Sorry, I'm being a nerd over here. Right?
No, definitely write notes. It's what these are for. Yeah, focus on the power hour. 1 hour each day, sitting down and just doing those tasks without interruption. Turn off your notifications, whatever you have to do. But 1 hour of focused work, just doing that power hour those are the action steps to build this business. And then, of course, as your business grows, your hour will get longer and longer. And, the more time you want to dedicate to your business, there are more things that you can do. But you can build this business just by doing that power hour each day. Some other things to help, moving yourself forward, knowing what you want out of this business, knowing, what you want in a year, what you want in 6 months, how much money you would like to be making. Know those things so that we can reverse engineer them. If you want to be making $500 a week, then, this is what we need to be doing to get you there. And we can, get together on private phone calls and reverse engineer those goals. But knowing what you're working towards, knowing what you want from this business helps you do the action steps to move forward. Because it is sometimes daunting to go, oh, I got to post again, or oh, I got to message again, or oh, I got to this. But reminding yourself each day that those actions are going to get you to the things that you wanted when you started this business, or the things that you maybe see other people doing that you don't think that you can do yourself. You can have all of those things that you see these other coaches posting about and talking about. Going on the trips. If traveling is something you want to do, we travel all the time in this business, and you can go just like anybody else can go. So knowing what you want from this, make a list of those things somewhere that you can see it, somewhere that it'll push you and drive you. I have my vision board on the screen of my computer and the screen of my phone so that I am reminded every day of why I'm in this business and what I want from it. So I hear my baby crying. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else this time, we'll go ahead and log off. And I appreciate you all taking the time to be on here. And hopefully the more we do this, the more people will get on, and we'll build our calls back up. Because we used to have really big calls, and then I stopped doing them for a while. But anyway, anything else before we go? Nope.